Donuts, every single time that I go on TikTok, I am greeted with some of the worst takes on the internet that always happen to be on a podcast that I've never heard of. Is anybody else the same? Does this happen to anybody else? Or am I going crazy? Now I have finally hit my limit with this. I can only survive so long on myself watching these clips. So today we're going to be doing a Try Not to Laugh at TikTok's worst podcast.
I could kill my wife in 2 seconds. I could...
Starting off with a banger. There we go. I told you. Did I hear that right? Let me play this from the start. I wasn't ready for like the straight 0 to 100.
I could kill my wife in 2 seconds. I could hit her as hard as I could in the face and she'd die. Right?
Oh, God. Young love. Can't beat it, can you? Well, let's not use that word. Nothing of joke about that, guys. Shame on you. Why would you even say this on a podcast? This is, like, that exact sentence is what I say, like, 3 times a day when I see these TikTok clips. Why would you say that on a podcast? Why would you say that in general? You know, why would you even think that? Yeah, if I wanted to just, like, kill my wife, I could do it in 2 seconds. That is not the flex you think it is, fella. Okay? And you've made us laugh. 2 double kills there. Thanks for nothing, Mr. Baldy Man.
Bare hands. Yeah.
Bare hands. I could clobber her in the face and she'd die if I never took her to the hospital. She has to live with that every day.
Yeah.
She can't do that to me. So I have a duty to treat her a certain way that because she's vulnerable to me, I have a duty to treat her a certain way. And that is where like men, I think, miss the point is like, you have an obligation and a duty to go chase her and make her feel special.
Oh, now we're just saying things on podcasts that have, like, no real substance. What were you saying there? That because your wife is vulnerable with you, you have a duty to not kill her in 2 seconds? Yeah, I think that's just a given, mate. I don't feel like that's one of your responsibilities to hold back from killing her. That should just be, you know, normal in a relationship. You said that she has to live with that every day. She shouldn't have to live with that on her mind. If every single day she's waking up going, oh my God, my husband could kill me in 2 seconds today, that's probably not the healthiest of relationships, I'm afraid. And I really think she needs to get out of that fast. It's also alarming that this is the sort of thing that he is saying on a podcast, because what does he say in private when the cameras aren't there? This isn't somebody being honest. This is someone being really, really weird.
I don't say 6'7". I say 7'6". Now let me tell you what that means. All of you are out here dancing 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". No. Forget about 6'7". Enough about 6'7". It's time for 7'6". 7'6" is the new meme, and we're not 67. We're 76. We're on another level. We're on cloud 7, 10, 11, 12. So don't let the meme make you. You make the meme.
Bro, we're just saying things that don't even make sense these days. In front of a microphone as well, man. Like, what are you trying to say here? Don't say 6'7", say 7'6". I'm not going to do that, love. That's too much commitment for me, okay? I don't like change. I prefer it the other way. For centuries, I've said 6'7". I mean, not for centuries, probably for a few weeks now. But I'm not going to go back and say 7'6". I'm not going to do it, love. You know, you're asking too much of a young man here. Is she trying to say, like, flip the script, like, never let them know your next move? But I feel like if I went in a nightclub or anywhere and went 7'6", people would just look at me funny. They'd look at me funny if I said 6'7". How about we just say neither of them? How about that?
Let's say, like, you're dating a guy, you meet as homeboys, and you realize, like, he ain't the leader of the pack.
I can't.
I don't care about what they look like, but I want my man to be the head honcho.
No, he has to be the leader of the pack.
Yes.
Actually, I didn't date him, but my friend dated a guy, and it was like a group, and I was dating, I guess you could say the leader, and then the other friend was dating my friend, type of like, we were a group, and she was like, yes, I don't think I could do it.
No. You're not going to get me, love. Right, leader of the pack, you say. Leader of the pack never shows emotion. It's part of the responsibilities of being the leader, the alpha. Obviously, you knew that when you were watching me, Donuts. That's why you watch my videos. I'm the leader of the Donut community. Right? I'm the alpha. So I probably would be attractive to this woman, but I don't care, right? Your partner has to be the leader of the pack, otherwise you don't want them. Is there leader of pack? I'm trying to think with my friendship group. Is there a leader? I don't think there's a leader. Like, we don't all walk behind someone, you know? Like, is there leader of friendship group? I guess there's someone that, like, kind of organizes everything. So is that what you're saying? You want the person that kind of, you know, sets everything up? I don't know what she really means here. Does she mean, like, if it was a football team, she'd only fancy the captain? I'm really confused what she means by the leader of the group here. And why would it be an ick if they're not the leader of the group? Like, you know, if they're a bit more carefree, you know? I'm just imagining these two women on a date with, like, a guy, and one of their, like, make or break questions is, by the way, sorry, but just got to say this early. Are you the leader of your pack? If someone asked me that on a first date, I think I'd be like, you know what, love, I just don't think this is for me. What do you mean the leader of a pack? I don't even have a pack, and if I might be the leader of it.
How it's acceptable to walk around a beach in a thong.
This is not sexy for men to look at.
Will cannot stand it.
No,
He leaves something to the
Leave
imagination.
that to the imagination.
So true, besties. Oh, it makes me sick. When I go on holiday, right, I'm sitting on the sun lounger, I've got me boot, I've got me alcohol and me sweets, right, and I look up and I see a girl with a thong on, her butt cheeks. Oh, guys, I can't even talk about it. It makes us sick to me stomach, it does. Honestly, leave something to the imagination, will you? I haven't paid to be on this holiday to look at that. I don't want to see bottoms everywhere I look. Put it away, put more layers on. If you're asking me, if you want to know what I want, put 2 pairs of pants on at the beach. Leave something to the imagination. Leave everything to the imagination. I have to admit, I did see that clip when it went viral, and I was like, oh my god, that is insane. So that is actually from the Right podcast, or the people on it are part of the Right family. I don't know what the podcast is called. And you've seen one of them said that their husband or partner, like, he hates it. He hates when he sees other women in thongs. And like, you know, I don't know this guy. Maybe he does hate it, okay? But if, let's say he does hate it, why does that matter? Like, do you think that if I'm a woman and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to feel kind of like hot on holiday, I want to be confident, you know, I'm proud of my body, I want to wear a thong on holiday, why would I be like, oh, but like, oh, that lass on that podcaster's husband, like, really doesn't like it, so I guess I'll just put on the full bathing suit, you know, the full body thing, the wetsuit. I'll just do that because someone's random husband doesn't like it, and obviously that's the only person that I'm wearing this for, you tool. Do you know what, ladies, right, if you want to wear a thong, okay, on holiday, you wear a thong, right? You know why? Because you deserve it, right? I won't be complaining, not in a weird way. I'm not going to be looking, right? But the only thong that I look at is my girlfriend's. Thank you very much. Okay, there we go. Did you hear that? She didn't hear that. She's downstairs. I'll play this clip to her, don't worry. I just find it so funny that even the older woman is like, guys don't like it. It's not attractive to guys. It's like, I'm not doing it for attention from guys. I'm doing it for myself. Like, not everybody does things for like male validation. I'm doing it because it makes me feel confident and it makes me feel happy. I don't care about other people's opinions, thank you very much. Again, it's a case of not everybody needs a podcast. And I know, like, it's kind of hypocritical because I've got like, you know, I've got a microphone in front of me right now. What gives me the right to say it? But if you're going to come on the internet and just have really weird, outdated thoughts and kind of like send people back to like years of what it used to be like, where people would always kind of, you know, seek validation from people that they don't even know. We're done with that. We're trying to get past that. People are trying to be, you know, more confident now with themselves. They don't want validation from other people.
I certainly think that there is a anti-family message that comes about, that there's a girl with the list on TikTok, which I think is this girl who wrote 350 reasons to not have kids. It's like 9 pages long, and it went super viral. And it's everything from literally a parasite growing inside of your body to can't wear cute heels with the girls, will have to miss brunch, all of the different issues that can occur during childbirth. And then I think there was a list of things for kids, and it was like maybe a half a page long that she'd written. And she is open to seeing the world as she wishes. I think by the sounds of things, it is a really good idea that she's not a mother, and I'm glad that she's choosing to not have kids. But that tone, that sentiment is like prevalent because people see...
Oh, fuck! Curse you, happy hormones. The first thing I'm laughing at is whenever I see someone as a guest on The Diary of a CEO, they always think that they're like the next genius, you know? Like, they always think that their thoughts are so profound and that nobody has ever thought like they have before. But a lot of the opinions that happen on this podcast are just really weird and really strange. Like, why should any woman listen to this guy who is wearing rose-tinted glasses about if they should give birth to a baby or have babies or have a family? Like, why is this guy giving his 2 cents on this? It really doesn't affect him what one woman decides to do with her life. Like, why is he bringing this up? This has clearly affected him to a point where he's felt like he had to bring it up on a podcast and talk about it. Like, why? You know, if some woman writes like a list of reasons why she doesn't want to have children, that is fine. That you don't have to have the same opinion as that. You're not even going to have, like, you know, give birth to a child anyway. You don't really have an opinion on giving birth in the first place. But having children, you don't have to share the same opinion as her. But I just find it weird that you've kind of said it's a good job that she's not a mother. Yeah, she didn't want to be either. So like, what you're trying to insult her for the weirdest reason. You're insulting her for something that she didn't want to do. I don't know. I always find it a little bit like icky when you see, like, you know, if you see a guy kind of commenting on like how a woman should give birth or like have a family, like, it's just kind of weird. It's like, why are you trying to tell them what to do with their body? It's like in any scenario, you know, someone who has no idea about, you know, how someone else lives, trying to give that person advice. It's like, what are you doing? You know, like, you don't know anything here. You don't have to be the expert on everything.
This is what I have to sacrifice now. Pain, discomfort, lack of freedom, for something that I have no idea about whether or not it's going to make me satisfied in future. And yeah, maybe people say it's the most important thing or whatever, but it's easy to excuse away when there are so many other things I can do with my life. I can travel around Bali and I can watch Netflix and I can build a business and I can start a Substack or I can build a YouTube channel and do a podcast.
I love that, you know, the alternatives to having a baby is traveling around Bali, starting a business, a YouTube channel, you know, all of those things that, you know, the everyday person does. He said watch Netflix, to be fair. A lot of people do watch Netflix, I'll give him that one. But I don't think that is the trade-off, you know, when people are thinking about, you know, having kids, they're not like, have kids, have family. No kids, travel around Bali, start a podcast. They're not the only options. Again, just commenting on something that you really have no entitlement to do. Like, why do you feel so entitled that you can tell somebody else how they should live their life because that's seen as the norm? If somebody doesn't want to have kids, that is fine.
I hate when women wear jeans on a date. It's like the least feminine thing I can think of. Don't wear jeans. If you wear jeans, I'm going home.
Honestly, thank you. Thank you. Someone had to stay. Oh, guys, if I told you the amount of first dates that I've been on and left because the person has turned up in jeans, you wouldn't believe us. You would not believe me. This has happened so much that I can actually tell what jeans they're wearing. Sometimes, right, they'll come through the door, I'll be like, Levi's, I'm gone. Boo-hoo, not for me. Right, I'm just out. One thing that I am struggling to find out is, like, what are girls allowed to wear? You know, you're not allowed to wear thong. Under no circumstances, because, you know, obviously guys don't like that. We've learned from a random husband. You can't wear jeans because, again, guys don't like that. So you don't wear pants, it's wrong. You wear pants, it's also wrong. You're kind of f***ed, aren't yous, you know? I feel like one person should just wear a thong underneath jeans. Okay, then I feel like a few guys' heads would just burst. Who cares if your thighs rub together? It's worth it.
If you're a woman who has gone through your education, you've dedicated yourself to achieving a degree, you know, your mother's generation wasn't able to achieve this, and you're the first person that's maybe gone to uni or got a bachelor's or got a master's or got a PhD, and then you spend some time in a career grinding away and you now earn 150 grand a year, and you think, right, I'm 31, I'd love to settle down, this would be amazing for me. Where are all of the men at? Hang on a second. And what you realize is that not only now are you competing with all of the other increasing cohort of women that are high achievers with status, employment, and education, but you're also competing with a 21-year-old barista who still lives at home with her parents for this small cohort of guys. That requires sympathy for women, okay? That is not a good position for women to be in. At the same time, this huge cohort of sexless men, 30% of men haven't had sex in the last year. 50% of men say that they are not looking for a relationship. You are a man. You have been through your 20s. You know the power of the male drive between the ages of 18 and 30. Can you imagine getting yourself into a situation where you say, I'm not bothered about pursuing women? That is an unbelievably extreme statement for men to make. And they're self-identifying as this in Pew Research data. This isn't on incel forums. This is Pew Research. 50% of men aren't looking for a relationship.
Guys, are we getting too deep here? Like, it's this bloke again, like, just spouting out the weirdest takes. Firstly, like, do you think that, you know, women, when you say someone has got a degree and then ended up getting a really good job where they're earning £150,000 a year, do you think the reason why they're doing that is so that they can achieve to be with these other high achieving men? I don't think they're doing it for that reason. Their whole purpose of working to get that salary is not so they can, like, enable themselves to get a better man. They're not doing it for that. They're doing it because they want to do it, and, you know, they're happy with doing it. And also, like, why should they give up their career when, you know, they're 31, they've worked so much to, you know, be the one that is the one that stays at home, you know? Like, the more I'm seeing of this podcast, the more I'm realizing how backwards it actually is. And also, why would you be competing with anybody? If there's a guy who is, you know, mid-30s and he would rather be with a 21-year-old barista than a 30-year-old woman, I don't think you want that guy anyway. Not that there's anything wrong with a 21-year-old. I just feel like, a 35-year-old and 21-year-old, that's a big gap. I know it's not illegal or nothing, but it's a big gap,
Is it true that you have an exquisite palate? I've been told that your palate is refined.
Yes.
How did you refine it?
I'm a super taster. I can taste little nuances in things. Also, as soon as something touches my tongue, as soon as I can taste it.
No. Love, sorry. You've got to be having a laugh here. Like, as soon as something touches your tongue, you can taste that? There's not like a 5-minute delay like the rest of us? And they said Jesus wouldn't be reborn. As soon as it touches your tongue, you know what you're eating, love. Can we take you in for like study? Because this isn't normal. Like, genuinely, this is like a superpower. Are you in the Justice League? Do we need to tell Batman about this? I love the energy of this clip. It's like, oh yeah, I don't eat food like the rest of people. Oh, I don't taste food like everybody else. No, I don't. I'm a super taster. Blindfold me right now. Put something in my mouth and I will tell you exactly what it is when it touches my tongue. This is a very weird thing to brag about, isn't it?
Every single moment in that.
Wow.
So I'm a super taster. So I like to say I'm like an ice cream sommelier.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So many people think I just put my name on this. I come up with 90% of our flavors.
Yeah.
I name all of them. I write every single description myself.
This genuinely seems like it's satire, but it's not. This is Tyra Banks, for anybody that doesn't know. We did a full video on my other channel about how she's like a really, really messed up person with America's Next Top Model. I imagine, she's very involved in, is this an ice cream business she has? 2 of the things that she said that she does that she made out to be a huge thing were name them and write the description. I mean, I do that every single day with a YouTube video. I name the video and I also write the description. Does that make me some sort of super YouTuber? I don't know.
I'm a chef, so I do work with like the best chefs in the world, from America and from Australia. But it's my vision, and I'm in there with them, and we're like working it out.
I do love like listening to people that have been famous for basically all of their life and just kind of see how they're just so disconnected from the real world. It's so interesting because clearly this woman would never spend any time with anybody that is, average or normal. So she's very clearly just kind of away with the fairies. She's kind of lost in her sauce a little bit. As soon as I open my eyes, I see, guys, how have we got so many superheroes in the comments here? This is not normal. People are leveling up and I'm getting left behind here. People can taste as soon as something touches their tongue. People can see as soon as they open their eyes. Did anyone else realise I said open really funny there? Sorry. Don't know why that happened. I was going to brush past it. I should have brushed past it. I've made it a thing now. Why did I make it a thing? Now I just feel awkward. Anyway, moving on.
I've gone down to the beach. All the lads have come with me. Yeah, right. And there's lightning hitting the sea. Yeah, right. Bro, I've just gone in. And I've laid in this.
Off, no you haven't. You went in? Into the lightning-filled water?
With lightning smashing the sea all around me. And I'm just going, Thor! Thor! Do you know what I mean? The lads are going, Daddy, come in. I'm like, you. I'm all right. Leave me alone. Go back to the hotel. You know what I mean? Leave me in here. If I die, I don't care. You know what I mean? Right? And same holiday, I took the lads because a lot of them couldn't swim. So I was teaching them how to snorkel and stuff. And do you know something, Luke? It's amazing how many stories you're in, bro. So Luke again. Luke pants and he starts turboing towards the shore. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I've stopped him. He's like, Dan, there's something big down there. Dan, there's something big down there. Do you know what I mean? So I've gone, hold on a minute. I'm like a fish, bro. Do you know what I mean? So I've just gone down. Do you know what I mean? Bro, it was a turtle that was about, the shell of it was about that big. Yeah? I've just gone, Luke, come here, look. He's put his head under. He's like, nah, man, nah. Do you know what I mean? I've grabbed hold of the shell, bro, and it took me out.
It took you out?
It took me out, yeah.
Did it?
I let go when I was about 12 metres because I knew I
felt good.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Bro, I've sat down on the bottom with an octopus wrapped around.
The host does not believe this man, and neither do I. What, a turtle took you out into the sea, did it? Are we just like reciting the plot of Finding Nemo here? What is going on? What is going on? Like, we're just lying for no reason. It's like, what do you get out of saying this? Like, what do you actually get from saying, oh yeah, like me and this like massive turtle are like best mates? Yeah, we've done loads of ride-alongs together. Honestly, like, I've met his family, he's met my family. I go over to his for Thanksgiving. He's basically Aquaman. They shouldn't have casted Jason Momoa in this video. They should have casted this guy. It would have been a hell of a lot more believable.
Absolutely brilliant. Bro, I've sat down on the bottom with an octopus wrapped around my arm.
Yeah.
And I've been playing with his tentacle. Yeah. And you know when you play with the octopus's tentacle, they actually stroke your back.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm stroking his tentacle and he's stroking my hand.
The host genuinely just does not believe him. He's still not even listening to him. Like, he's not even reacting to what he's saying. He's just saying, yeah, okay, yeah. When can we get this guy off? This guy is like Dr. Dolittle of the sea. Why has nobody, again, took this guy in for, like, studying? Like, this guy is clearly one with the sea creatures. Maybe he can, like, you know, kind of be a bridge in between us. Like, he can be the negotiator and we can start to build bridges with the sea creatures. Because clearly this guy is, like, best mates with all of them.
They want people to eat hard cookies, and I'm not going to conform. I'm not going to do it. I don't want it. I want a soft, moist cookie. That's the only cookie I'll eat. I won't do a hard cookie.
No, to be fair, love, honestly, I respect that take. And I am willing to die on this hill with you. You know, whenever I go, like, this is, I don't actually know if I can admit to this. Nah, can I? Is this just us? Guys, tell me if this is disgusting. I think it is. I don't want to admit to this. Right? It's actually not that deep, is it? I don't know. If you think different of me after this, just forget I said this. But my favourite thing to eat in the world is, like, you know, the cookies that come in little packets in supermarkets, whatever supermarket you go to, right? Like the triple chocolate ones. Oh, sorry, I was just my mouth's actually watering talking about them. I'm just fighting the saliva off here. But if they're hard, it genuinely ruins my day. So I kind of do a little stress test with the cookies. I don't take them out the packet or anything. I literally just go up to them and I just go, right? And I just test it. Because you can do a quick test being if they're hard or soft. If I do this and nothing moves, that's not coming home with me. You take us for some sort of idiot here. You think I'm taking the hard cookies home? I don't care if I can put them in the microwave. I want them ready to eat when I get in the car. I do the same thing with avocados as well, guys, right? You know, just, is that one ready to eat now? There we go, a little squidge to it, right? Get in my basket. But yeah, I do that. So if anybody has had a cookie that's got like a tiny little finger mark in it, I do it over the packaging, right? I'm not a monster. Chances are that was because of me if you live in the Newcastle area, right? They're trying to get me, but they'll never catch me.
A lot of the time, the most important quality to a lot of men is that they can lead. Some women, it's harder to lead us because we got questions. I got questions. Why?
Because guess what? A lot of these niggas they're not real leaders. They want to feel like a leader. You can't be a leader to a like me unless you a real leader. If I get in the car with a nigga and we going on a date, we trying to do something and you like, I can't find nowhere to park. You ain't no leader, bro. Why are you expressing to me that you can't find no parking spot? Get out the passenger seat and let me drive.
Is this the equivalent of like alpha male podcasts but for women? Sorry, if like there's a packed car park and I'm like, oh, I don't know where to park. Like I'm not, sometimes I might say that just for me. I'm like, oh, I don't know where to park, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I'm not like wanting an answer from the person in the passenger seat. I'm just doing this for me. But knowing that this would give people the ick, now I'm over like thinking everything. Should I not be saying that? But I mean, if I can't open up about not knowing where to park, what can I open up with down the line? Like if I want to open up about my feelings, that's not going to be okay because I'm not even allowed to express that there's no car parking spaces. Why am I getting really angry at this? It would be icky on a first date if you were like, oh, I don't know where to park, and then you got out the car and the person in the passenger seat like found a space. Then I would understand. But just saying the words, is that bad? Oh God. I do that all the time though. I'm like, oh, I don't know where to park. But I'm not like, oh God, maybe I'm part of the problem. Shit, this woman isn't gonna fancy me.
Back this slab in, you don't know where to... Oh, it's nowhere to...
Oh my God, yeah, to be fair, that would emasculate me. If I was on a first date, like I'd switch seats, they were parking, and then they like, to reverse, put their hand on... To reverse, they put their hand on like the back of my seat and were like, yeah, just you keep your head down. Oh my God, yeah, that would be emasculating. Because, you know, not even using like, you know, the wing mirrors or anything, just looking straight out the back. Old school. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. I do it my way.
I'm like, is there a valet? You don't know, you can't find a parking spot? Ew. Oh my God. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
That seemed real personal.
I don't...
It did. That was too specific. That has definitely happened on like a recent day and it's really just like icked her out. That was far too specific. Like I'm not having that. That's just a made up scenario. She got too annoyed at that.
If you can't make 400 grand, I don't even know how you think you're a decent human being. God dang. That's abusive. I don't make 400 grand. Okay, but I'm telling you can. That's how you make 400 grand. You put it in your calculator and say, I make 400 grand. And I divide it by 365. That means I need to make $1,095. If you've ever made $1,095.11, confidence you can make 400 grand because I just showed you how easy it is. It's $1,095, 365 times.
Now you put it like that. Now I seem like an idiot. Like, why have I not just done that? Like, why don't I just make £1,000 in a day? I feel like an idiot now because I've never thought to do that. Like, why did I never just do that? When I was struggling for money and I couldn't pay rent, I could have just went, you know what? I earn £400,000, you know, because I've put it in my calculator. There we go. It's not on my bank account though, is it? Grant, how do I get that into my bank account? You haven't told me how to make £400,000. You've just divided it into smaller pieces. I'm no closer to knowing how to get to this £400,000. Just because you divided it by how many days it takes to get there. You can divide it by the hours, the minutes, the seconds. It still doesn't help me. How does this help anybody at all?
Sure, most embarrassing memory.
Oh, I'll start us off. You know, the first thing that came to my mind, right? So I was in town like 2 years ago, and I was associated with the wrong type of group, and it's not in that type of like fighting or stuff like that. But I was just walking through town, and there were so many people in town. This is summertime, right? Loads of people in town. And all of a sudden, I got grabbed. Boom. Things out. Everything. And I remember standing there like, I stood there for a few seconds. No cameras. Like my things, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to put it out there. Like I'm not worried about my size. I think that's kind of a bonus. Do you know what I mean? But
just the fact having it out, like.
Get out in public is crazy. I wasn't really in that type of mindset that, you know, it's big so I don't care if anyone sees. I was a bit younger and I was, you know, a bit insecure because, you know, when you're younger, you think twice about your word.
What is this even about? This was only like a 60-second clip and I still don't know what the clip was about. He started off by saying he was associated with the wrong crowd and this led to him getting kegged in public. Sorry, what type of crowd are we talking about here? You know, like if there's like a hard group of lads, chances are I'm not going to go over to them and be like, there you go, now your dick's out, because I'm going to get battered. But he said they weren't known for fighting, so what is the wrong type of crowd there? Is it the ones that kind of go to like the card factory and just hurl abuse at people that walk out of it, or just kind of cause havoc in a McDonald's? Is that the type of people we're talking about? It's also hilarious that like he quickly backtracked and was like, I wasn't worried about my dick size though. No, like I wasn't. Obviously, because like, just saying, like, my thing is like down to the floor. Like, I wasn't worried about that. Just saying, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to get kegged, but I've got a big dick though, so it's okay. I've got the capabilities. If anything went down, I know that I can trust it. What was this even about?
There's this boy, yeah, in my gym. He's a younger lad. He hasn't got a lot going for him. Let's just put it that way, yeah? He's a lovely guy. Always
bet he appreciates, you know, you bringing him up on a podcast then, right? He hasn't got a lot going for him, you know, he's pretty ugly, but he's a lovely lad. Oh, thanks.
He's very socially awkward, can't really look me in the eye. He will go up to every girl in the gym and try and chat him up, and I'm like, by the way, this guy's got no chance of pulling any of these birds. Like, literally, this guy.
Wait, how can you be really socially awkward, but you go up to every single girl in the gym and ask them out? I don't feel like them two can compute. I feel like, you know, I'm quite socially awkward, and you know, when at no time in my life would I ever be able to go up to random strangers and be like, "You're fit. Do you want to do something?" See, I don't even know what I'd say. "You're fit. Do you just wanna?" Nah, it's fine. Didn't want to anyway, right? You're ugly anyway, you know.
He's got no chance. You know they're never going to go for him, yeah? Yeah. And I asked him, I was like, bro, but why are you actually doing this? Like, you know these birds are not going to go either. He goes, yeah, but it's good XP. I went, XP. I was like, wow.
That's a new one.
I was like, oh, what do you mean? He goes, well, the more I keep doing it, the more confident I'll get doing it, and the more I get confident. Love that. And I was like, bruv. That's a fact.
I'll rate your confidence, mate, whoever you are.
I said to him, I was like, you know what? I can't hate on you. That is a good answer.
This was such a nothing story to bring up. Like, I'm sorry, I know I keep like mocking the stories that get brought up on podcasts, but we've set up microphones, you know, like we've set up to talk about some interesting things here, and this is what we're bringing to the table. This podcast kind of screams like, you know, lives in a new build house, kind of brags about it, you know, got like a finance BMW or Mercedes on the drive, goes to Marbella every single weekend, the car, watches strictly only ITV2 programs, loves Andrew Tate, doesn't agree with everything he says, but you know, he's got a good heart, could absolutely scran, you know, like a Toby Carvery or a Miller and Carter any day of the week. I'm just mocking everyone now. I like Toby Carvery, Miller and Carter. That was a personal attack. Finance Mick, that's exactly what what I was thinking. Shares motivational quotes from Google on their Instagram story to kind of prove that they're doing something to people that don't even have an interest in what they're doing. Is some sort of like trader or like coach on how to kind of get fitter or make money.
Your missus is going to Marbella bank holiday. She's not your missus. There's going to be ballers there. There's going to be rich people there. Just sack it off and just say goodbye to her.
Facts. He's not wrong. No, he's not wrong.
Facts. No, that's facts. And I am all of those things. I am the baller. I am the rich person. Okay? I'm taking your missus. Nah, brother. I'm joking. Actually, oh, God. Guys, I thought that would be like a really ironic thing to say, but I didn't like pull it off well enough. So it seemed like I was saying it in all seriousness, but I wasn't. Please believe me.
He's made for the streets. I agree. I second that notion with Merc.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's mental.
Is it that bad?
It's crazy, bruv.
Yeah, bruv. Like, the thing is, right, Ibiza has a lot of crumpet, right? But sometimes, like, Ibiza is very in the moment in respect of maybe a DJ, a certain type of music.
That's true. Yeah.
There's sometimes birds around you, like, have fun, but you don't necessarily...
It's not about that.
You don't really... I hear that. You can, but you don't really just sleep with them, where Marbella's a little bit different. You're not going there for a certain DJ, you're going there to Paul. And it's just wall-to-wall crumpet, mate.
Bro.
Like,
all
everywhere.
like good crumpet, nice post crumpet.
Sorry. Are they calling girls crumpets? I feel like an unkia, and these guys are older than me. Crumpet, there's some good crumpet. Do people say that? Like, surely that kind of be a new word. Crumpet. Oh, look at that crumpet over there. Oh my God, she's got butter on and everything, man. She's lush. Look at that crumpet. Oh, she's been in the toaster. God, she's so hot. Oh, must have been in the toaster. What? Crumpet. That is the worst word ever.
My day is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not crazy. You're crazy for thinking it takes 24 hours. My second day starts at noon and goes till 6 p.m. That's day 2. I've compressed and condensed time. I've bent it. And then the next day is 6 p.m. to midnight. What I've done now is I have changed and manipulated time. I now get 21 days a week. Stack that up over a month, I'm going to kick your butt.
No. This guy's going on as if he's like created the Inception movie. You know, I bent realities, you know. Some people do actually call me Matthew McConaughey in the street because, you know, I should have been casted in that Interstellar movie. So what you're basically saying is you just time block your day. 6 a.m. till 12, 12 till 6, and then 6 till 12. You're just time blocking. That's not bending reality. That's doing what everybody else does. People schedule things. That's what life is. So you know what you've got coming up next. A lot of people call it like their 9 till 5 or 5 till 9. You're not doing anything special here. This doesn't make you like, you know, an out of the box thinker. You're just like everybody else. I feel like somebody needs to tell this man that.
I don't really hate anybody. Here's a very humbling experience that I guess epiphany that I've had recently. Because so many people hate me for really no reason, and it really made me realize that like people only hate somebody they're jealous of. And I've been guilty of hating people, and when I really sat back and thought about it, it was because I was jealous of where that person was in their life. I felt like maybe they got an opportunity that I should have gotten.
That was a really, really good, well-rounded answer. I'm trying to wrap my head around. Do you think people who hate Osama bin Laden are jealous of him?
Yeah, that is so true. Oh my God, Tana Mojo absolutely rinses Matt Rife for this clip. That was a really good, well-rounded answer. I'm just trying to, you know, kind of compartmentalize what you just said there, you know, just so profound. That take from Matt Rife is definitely to protect himself. Like, I can understand from his perspective why he's tricked himself to think that way, because if you do think that way, it's a lot easier on your conscience rather than like facing the fact that somebody doesn't like you if you are a type of person who needs to be liked. It's kind of easier to say to yourself like, oh, these people are jealous. I've been guilty of saying it when I first started YouTube, like people just hate on you because they're jealous, but some people are just hateful people, and some people just aren't going to like you, and that's also fine. But I definitely think it's a kind of a weird take to say the only reason people hate is because they're jealous, because you're kind of just eradicating any form of criticism there then, you know, like you can't be criticized at all because you're just going to say in your mind that they're jealous of you, and that is a very dangerous path. Like Tana said, does that mean everybody was jealous of Bin Laden? I doubt it. If there's one person I probably wouldn't swap lives with, he'd be up there, you know. Anyway, that was the wildest ending to a video I've ever said. Hopefully you enjoyed this one too. If you do want me to continue this series, drop a like, 6,000 likes on this video and I'll do it. And if you want to watch another video of me trying not to cringe at these terrible TikTok podcasts, watch this video here. Some of the clips in this one are worse than the ones that we've seen. I'll see you over there. Bye.
Camkirkham, baby.